I'm not much good at advice, Katenka. At least with regards to one's personal life. Got a leaky faucet? I'm your gal. Trying to expedite a construction permit down at City Hall? I can give you a name. But problems with your marriage? You'd be better off soliciting advice from Larry King.
I think we have uninvited guests in this house, said Katenka.
I'm sorry?
Spirits, ghosts, the souls of the dead still with us.
Why would you think that? Giving marital advice was sounding easier all the time.
At night, I hear knocking and footsteps.
There could be any number of
Katenka's imploring gaze silenced me. She played with the filigreed crucifix that hung from a fine silver chain around her swan-like neck. Please, Mel, I did research. It is said the spirits of the departed do not like to have their surroundings disturbed. And the renovation work, it disturbs surroundings, no?
Well, sure, that's sort of the point. Unfortunately, I couldn't dismiss Katenka's fears out of hand, given the odd events on this job site. Besides, this wasn't my first run-in with the unexplainable. Several months ago, I'd met up with the confused spirit of a murdered acquaintance, and once I recovered from the initial shock, I'd found the experience both annoying and fascinating. Since then, I'd read up on the subject, but hadn't sensed anything more ghostly than the vague sensations of welcome, or the lack thereof, I had always felt in historic homes. I had come to think of that paranormal experience as a one-time deal. Like the measles. Once you had it, you were immune. Seems I was getting a booster shot.
And when I go into Quinn's room, Katenka continued, sometimes there feels like a black, what is the word? A black shadow following me.
A black shadow? In the baby's room?
I feel it over my shoulder, as though it is trying to get in the room with me and the baby.
I swallowed hard. The ghost I'd gotten to know had been irritating, but at least he never lurked over my shoulder in the form of a black shadow.
I put up amulets, said Katenka. Her voice started to shake and tears welled in her huge eyes. I sweep and sprinkle the holy water. I tell the ghost to leave. I was very forceful, but it makes things worse. Now they are worse.
That explained the smudge bundles I had noticed earlier amidst bits of wood and wallboard. The scent of burnt sage reminded me of walking down Telegraph Avenue in nearby Berkeley, and was said to cleanse places of bad vibrations. It also reminded me of Thanksgiving turkey, but maybe I was a little food fixated. It's unsettling to live in a home while construction is going on around you, I said. Though I believed her, I didn't want to jump to conclusions. The knocking could be a twig against a window pane, or the sound of old pipes, and the creaking in the walls. My attempt to explain away the unexplainable was interrupted by the high-pitched whine of an electric drill that started spinning atop the temporary plywood work table. Katenka and I stared at the out-of-control contraption. Probably an electrical short, I said as I hurried to hit the off switch and unplug it from the wall. Happens all the time in these old houses.